Hello and welcome back to Fair Play Racing League. We're here for round 6 with the tier 1s as they end the week. Obviously we've seen the tier 3s and tier 2s have their races in. It's been a very eventful races. Obviously a dry race for the tier 3s with Brewmaster coming out on top, and then in tier 2 we had a full wet race. We're still absolutely dominated to win that, and now we're here with the tier 1s and we'll see who will come out on top tonight. I am your host Silverside Boy, joined alongside by Catalat if he's there. I know he is sorting some things out. I don't know what it is, but eventually he will. Oh no, I hear him.
No, I'm out.
Yep.
Hello.
Yep. Obviously, you've got very, very big times coming ahead, haven't you, Ads?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we say it? The birth of your third child could
Yeah,
be a week's time.
yeah, it will be next week.
Oh right. Okay, we'll speak with that off camera. But yes, so we might see Ads next week on tier 2. We might not. I'm sure everyone will be wishing for obviously everything to go well. Obviously everything will go well. What am I saying? But obviously, we've both raced this week, this track. Is there anything that you can give the tier 1s for any advice?
Uh, I don't know really because they're a tier above me, so it's just keep it clean. You can get really good racing round here. Turn one is very difficult under traction, and probably the turn 3 and 4 is probably the worst corner on the track, I would say. So just don't go for the stupid moves. Take time, be patient. And you'll all have a good race.
Yeah, obviously, if they have a dry race, they're going to experience the smoke. I don't know if you've seen it at ads. It's horrendous.
Yeah, with the new
Apparently,
update, they're changing it.
well,
So thank
apparently it
God
won't
for
be
that.
fixed. Like, it's EA. Like, it's Codemasters, for fuck's sake. They made it worse, so I don't trust it. But anyway, I've just noticed, I've been told, there's a few new drivers. We've got, in the Alpine tonight, NBD Snipers LT YouTube, as we're going to call him. In the Red Bull Who Kid 4. And I think Karma's racing first time out as a full-time driver now in the Williams.
We've got a
And
couple people. Sorry, continue.
and MS Hazard in the Mercedes. As I'm going to go back to Ollie, who is on his first one to run his first lap. David's gone, oh mate, to you. I think he
Hello.
want, I think he wants you to do it properly.
Hello. Right there. But yeah, we're
Obviously,
already seeing on the start of these laps a lot of people trying to get the toe down the back straight. So you've got Nigel, you've also got I think it's an RB in front, and then you've got the other McLaren behind, all getting a nice little toe throughout this whole lap. So far so good by Nigel. Just touched the grass out in turn
ooh,
4. It wouldn't have
oh,
cost him too much. Looking pretty steady so far by the McLaren driver, who was our last week's winner in the feature race.
yep. Obviously, called me out slightly in Discord this week, asking me why the races that he wins don't get exported to the YouTube. There was a reason. I was out this weekend with Ads and David, as Nigel
Oh,
invalidates. Nigel touching glass first time you think. That's just a straight shot to him. We'll go back to CD, who is who I'm actually tipping for a win this week. I've said to him, "Come on, lad, get a win."
so
As in,
Shadows 120 flat. What was the times in tier
tier,
2? Was it the
tier 2.
19s?
So Biddle,
19.4 was it? Biddle did 19.1, didn't they?
yeah, Biddle did a 19-1. I think the next time was a 19-4 because I did a 19-5, but I was going on my
Yeah.
final lap 2
I,
temps.
I, I, I would probably expect to see the tier 1 times roughly around the same time as um, tier 2s. I wouldn't see probably any much difference. I know they're a team or a
Oh,
tier above, but again, most of this track is full throttle, so it's very hard to, it won't be a massive gap of like a second like we have seen in previous races between tier ones and tier twos. I was expecting it to be around the same time, and just saying that Matthew Major's got 19.3, so they are getting closer.
Yeah, the more the track goes, I've just seen FIFA's cut Ascari and get an invalidation. Obviously, Matthew May obviously pole last week in Portugal. Great watch. Me and David, it was a fun old race that was. With only 10 people, but the action was good. I think we were cheering on one driver more than others. I can't remember who the driver was. It was the driver that was at the back, and we were cheering on to continue on, and he kept in the race and actually finished in points.
Just watching one of our new people, Gary, I think, TX1 Carmo, is he new?
I think he's raced before. Start rate goes on 19-1. Yeah, I think Karma's racing for the first time.
So he's going to love. He's again a lovely slipstream via this Ferrari in front of Matthew May. Absolutely getting it. Yep, sort of giving it to him. So that would have gained him a couple of attempts down at that back straight. Nice tidy last corner there by him. So he's going to cross the line. Pretty slightly. 20.5. He looked very, very clean that lap, so he's obviously gone wrong somewhere. But like you said, Darkblade now has matched tier 2's quality lap time, and this track, Gary, is one of them tracks where it's going to take you a couple of laps to know the limits of the track, and I'd expect you probably to see the 1:18.5s, 18.6s at the end of this session.
As I've just watched FIFA absolutely abuse the exit of Ascari, kept so close, didn't invalidate it. But
Nigel coming round on his lap, it's going to be a nice lap. Yeah, 19.5 for him. So that wasn't too bad by Nigel. 3.5 temps off. That was his second run, and going by what I experienced the other day, it's quite high track tyre. Sorry. Deg round here after one lap. It's around 5 or 6%, so he's done a pretty decent time there to get him up himself into P5. Nice little banker lap for him.
I think the softs really wear around here, because I think this week I've done 100% race round here, so 53 laps, and I chose to avoid the softs completely.
They're quite high over one lap run. Obviously, no one used them in the race. The last
Hard on
two,
the tyres around here. Hard will be the race tyre.
The last two, obviously, tier 2 full weight, so we never got to see really the performance of the tyres. So we're kind of being blind at the minute. But you never know; it could be raining. We just don't know that so far. But bit of a weird one. Now we've got the halves down in P12. Decided to do a medium run. Why would you think that is?
Just for a banker lap, to be honest. Probably just a banker lap. As Phenom goes P8.
Oh, and he's just come out in front of his teammate.
Oh,
Phenom.
Mercedes. Oh,
Mercedes.
That was of AMS Hazard has just absolutely kept it out of the wall, and I think the likes of Johnny B needs to have a change of underwear. Because if that car wasn't ghosted, there would have been that accident I showed off it on Twitch to you ads a couple of seasons ago, where you absolutely Zandvoort 2.0, that massive accident we had.
So I'm just going to go through a lap with C. Davis. Just going through his lap now, coming into turn 1, late break for this one. Just want to clip that corner, try and aim the car towards the right hand curve, coming out of sector baller 2. Coming down the other little straight just after the main straight. He's going to get a little. Some might moves over. I was going to say he's going to get a little decent toe. Got Ferrari in front. Hopefully, he gets out his way quite soon. Coming into turn 3 and 4. Very difficult corner here. You want to try and clip that inside curb slightly and try and ride the curb on the right hand side. Another couple of difficult corners, Gary. It's one of them where carrying too much speed, you're going to go off into the gravel just here. Looking pretty smooth by C. Davis at the minute. He's going to get absolutely lovely towed by the Ferrari there, Matthew May. Just a slight slipstream there. Wouldn't have gained too much, but he's 2.5 temps up. In a minute, it's going to put him on around P4-5, and he's gone off invalidated. So, again, like I was saying earlier, Scary, it's one of them corners. He's taken a little bit too much speed. He's done exactly the same as me on my quality lap. I was slightly up, and I decided to go for it, and I ended up going into gravel, because in this game you rely on the engine braking. You get used to the way the engine braking works, and some of the corners you can use a lot more than others, and it could have been in that same situation where he was trying to rely on the engine brake to slow down a little bit. It just didn't make it, so that's ruined his second lap run.
What do you mean the qualifying where I out-qualified you by about 3 tenths for the first time ever this season?
And where'd you finish?
Ninth. To be fair, I knew. To be fair, the practice that I had in 100% race, I was like, oh, wow.
18.
Where's
No,
that-
I did tell you
come
that.
from?
I did tell you it's going to make it into probably a 118, 6s and 5s. But a shout out to Crossgreen a minute, Gary. He's obviously a heavy fuel load. Probably hasn't had any practice all week. He's gone out for, this is his 3rd run now, coming into his 4th lap run. He's obviously going to come into the pits now. But he's only 8 tenths off, and that was on his 3rd flying lap. So not too bad there by Crossgreen. P10-11 for the Aston Martin boys. Got Shadows out now.
Beefers on his first completed lap. That's a 19.4. Did get a slight toe off his teammate, and he's going to
give Nigel now.
Yeah, he's going to give Nigel the toe. Obviously, Ads does not like. Hates people do it. Other people do it, but then him and his teammate do it every week after week.
Actually, we didn't do it this week. It just the way qualifying panned out. Radical gave it to me in the last part of the track, but then I suffered coming into this corner where Nigel was going turn 2 and 3.
What did you say on the first race of the season? Oh, look at the Mercedes giving each other a toe, even though I didn't ask Mongo to give it to me, and we haven't given each other toes since because. Fair, I think getting a toe.
It can work. It can work and can't. So it's, if you've got a good teammate and you trust him, then he's gonna give it to you even if you ask or not. But the sensible parts of the track you can use it, and non-sensible parts. So,
here we go.
But Nigel's getting a lovely toe here off. I think it looks like an Alpine in front. Just coming off. He's gonna get a tiny bit. Let's see what he does. Coming over the line now. It's going to be the 118s. Oh, just missed it. So it's P2 for Nigel. So 10th. So he's got enough time to go round. Come back in for one more lap.
MS Hazard, who obviously had that massive moment out of the sky, 19-1. So it looks to be very close between everyone. Who is on the lap? Karma is on his in lap. Ollie does not improve.
No, he's going round now.
He's done 7 laps. He's done 7 laps on those softs, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that's all about, to be honest. Unless he knows how fast he's just hiding his speed, maybe, I don't know. It's a weird one going around 7 laps.
Your teammate is in chat, says, we hadn't planned anything, obviously. It's just green chemistries, chemistry lines, Oh, BA, Mr. Clatter Lads here will leave the party to do qualifying, to discuss strategies. Don't even bother.
But by the end of the day, it obviously works because we're top, so it's one of them.
I would say you're top because.
How did he get away with that?
I don't know, but I'm watching Shadows. Shadows, obviously, on his outlap, has obviously made a mistake. Obviously, he did say in earlier that he was flying and his controller disconnected as he was going through a sky. So that does not help. And he can disconnect. While we wait for, obviously, people to get out on track for their final run.
See Davis just coming over the line, Gary, for his 3rd run.
C-Days? C-Days
P11. He stays P11, so that'll be it for him. He will not have enough time to go back round and get another set of tyres on. So that's P11 so far.
I think there's enough time.
Well, I can't see the time. Last time I looked, it was like 4 minutes out.
He'll get around. It's only 2. You can go around here in 2 minutes.
It's 3 minutes 36, Gary.
Oh yeah, you have plenty of time.
It'll be touch and go.
Oh dear. um, but speaking while we're waiting for people to get on track, obviously, Formula One's back, lads.
Yep.
We've got it right this week. Obviously,
We
we all
have.
planned to go back to watch your house, the Las Vegas and Grand Prix. What did we find out on the morning? Oh, it's not actually on
God.
this week.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a weird one. You got Red Bull out the bottom, obviously the nummies brought the fucking wrong rear wing to their car when we had to get a new one to the when we had to get one shipped, so they're stuck with that. So I'd expect them to have a really poor qualifying. You got Mercedes up there in P1, P3.
what
But
about McLaren?
George Russell did turn around and say that they relatively have higher power and lower fuel than any other people around them on a Friday. So I'd expect Ferrari and McLaren to
Pull it
improve a
back.
bit. Ferrari were faster in the race pace than anyone. McLaren complained about suffering with front tyre degradation. So yeah, it's all up in the air at the minute. And with the cold weather, it don't help. I think it was 6 degrees this morning, something stupid like that, track temp.
Yeah, it's because of it being dark. Obviously, do you remember? Obviously, one year they were complaining about how cold it was, like tyre temps and stuff. Obviously, the first year they brought it into the F1 games. How cold was the track temps? Like track temps, you could not get track tyre temps on in the
No,
game. So
by the end of the day, what they should have done is for tracks like that, street track is where it's very abrasive and very cold. It can be dangerous, of course, when the tyres are not warmed up. They smack it into the wall because they ain't got no grip. They should bring specialised tyres purely for cold weather
ultra softs,
tracks.
ultra softs.
Um, yeah, just something that is a bit more improved grip just for the colder weathers. Because obviously you can't guarantee every Grand Prix is going to have decent weather. It could be fucking cold. We've seen it snow in April and May before in the UK. I know it's further down the line, but you just never know. So it's, yeah. But I'm just watching Matthew Maygo. He's had a decent first and second sector.
Yeah, I've been on board with him the entire time
Up,
while we've been talking.
nicely up into fifth. So this is going to be his last run now. Pretty
Take this
clean.
one to the line.
It's going to be a
Here
good
we
time.
go. Oh my
Oh
word!
yeah, 18-8
Oh
for
my
Matthew May.
word! Yeah,
That's
Matthew May,
very,
bit
very good.
specialist.
We've got everyone
Turns-
out. We've got Who Kid. What is that? Who Kid? Yeah, Who Kid starting. Oh, and I think he's muffed the first corner up. It took a lot of curb on turn one.
Look at the final sector ads.
I know, I can see. Thing is, it can work or not, because if someone goes slow on their lap time, then
You're done.
you're done. You can't. And by the end of the day, you don't have to get past. If they're 2-3 steps down, they can finish their lap. So it's one of them. But that Hookie, Gary, is a temp up in the first sector.
Oh, here we go. Could be first pole in that Red Bull. Your teammate Mental that he's just took turns 1 and 2 in third gear. Can I do that? I have to ship down to second or first. Do you know what it is? It's just
Purple second.
They're better than us. Radical. They're just better than us.
Well, most of them are on wheel and stuff like that. Obviously, it's easier dropping down a couple of gears when it is on a simulator. So, but people, I think Nigel is. I think he is on a simulator.
No, Nigel's not. Oh, Hazard's retired.
Oh,
Hazard's
he's had a crash. That's a weird corner.
Oh, 18,
and Who Kid's gone 18. Yeah, so he's crashed out of turn 3 and 4.
Where's that?
Nigel's a temper. Oh, is it validated?
Oh, he's going to keep going for his team.
Yeah.
He's going to keep going for his teammate.
FIFA's 4 attempts up, Gary, so this is going to put him right up into the mix here. Oh, they're going to crash each other. They're going to get a nice little tow from the Aston Martin and all. It's got loads of battery to the line. It's got 20%, so it's going to get a decent slipstream here. To be honest, this might be pole. It'll be close.
Oh, it's
fourth.
not. Dark Blade, here
Fourth,
comes Dark Blade. He's a bit specialist in qualifying as well. He's going to go across the line. He's going to be 18.
That was close. 20 thousandths of a second behind. Reese P6. I can't keep up. Got cross the line. He's gone into P10.
He's on the lap.
Shadows has dropped out, and T. David Scott is the only person that can try and improve here. Doesn't look like it's going to be a good time, Gary. At P10, so he's put him at P10.
Has improved.
That's everyone.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Whoa, look at that. Top 5 people separated by 88 thousandths of a second.
Not even a tenth. Just shows you how just minimal mistakes can cost you. Nigel obviously having a moment through Ascari, but then decided to keep his foot down to help his teammate.
But Gary,
Who
yeah,
Kid,
if you went up to tier 1, that would have got you into the top 10.
I know
Your
I would have.
qualifying.
No, I was a 19.5.0, so I'd probably been where Shadows was.
Yeah.
I've been 12, which I personally would take that. That's not bad for myself. But you knew I had a lot more time.
No, I'm just saying how it was all panned out. But who was it who went on medium tyres first? Did that work out for him?
That was.
I can't remember who it was.
Ollie didn't actually go on for a better lap, so Ollie's actually saved softs. He's only used one set of tyres.
Oh, it was Nat, Gary. So he ended up being P9 in the end.
Yeah, but just want to shout out Who Kid, first race in FPRL, and he's on pole. That's a debut race pole. That is. Shadows has put not ideal. Are you saying not ideal that I would have been in front of you, Shadows, or not ideal because it was not a great qualifying? Because remember, my lap was pretty much.
Well, by the end of the day, there's plenty of opportunities. You've just got to take it nice and easy with that cloud smoke going into turn 1.
Or you can cut across your best mate's front wing and rip half his end plate off and say, "Oh, I didn't do it."
Fuck off. That didn't help that there was rain and had a thing on the side. You tried doing the fucking Martin Titmarsh to fucking cut the grass.
I just would like to put out there that Clatter lads actually did damage my wing slightly at the start of the race, and I lost 5 positions from it. Cannot believe it. And I got the warning. He didn't, even though he hit me. But obviously, probably one of the most hardest runs to turn 1 on the calendar. You gain so much speed. There is 20, usually 22, 20 cars going down.
It's not the longest in Mexico.
No, I said the most difficult.
Oh, right.
Because all it takes is one person.
Turn 1 difficult. I don't know. It's got Gary's got to be out there with. What would you say the first quarter, most difficult
Monaco.
First quarter?
Monaco.
I would say my top 5 would probably be Bahrain, Monaco, here, and probably Spa, just because of the way it bends round and you've got people on the inside and now they're putting the best car.
Nigel does have a point for Silverstone because everyone's trying to peek their foot into turn 1, and all it takes is someone to have a wobble or brake a little bit more and it just catches everyone out. Like this one is like if someone decides to miss, like slightly brake a little bit later,
it's the same as
bowling, or
same as
if they get pushed off the
Bahrain. Brazil's another one. It's a difficult corner.
It's down to the left.
It's down to the left, and you've got loads of room to pass.
Or you can do the TJ way and go on the grass and completely go backwards into turn 1 and then we wipe out the top 5.
Ones. Hungary's alright.
Do you remember that ad?
Oh, Baku's another one. That's not very nice first corner at the start of the Grand Prix either.
Yeah, it's tight on the inside, and then obviously that wall just juts out. I've seen many.
We had it, didn't we? We commentated on it with the amount of people hit that inside wall.
My teammate in another league got claimed by it. So, Rude Master, who I'm talking about, unfortunately got claimed by that wall. While racing that Baku for me, and then decided to engineer me for the rest of the race, which very much helped. But yeah, obviously, we don't want to see what we're going to class it as a TJ lockup. Do you remember that time where he got forced in the grass, completely lost it, and then it just went backwards, just like that? Was it an HRT that went careering backwards into the mid pack, and just wiped somebody out?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we don't want to see that, but we are away. 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. Away we go for the 5th time in Monza. Jump the start. But yeah, Hookid's got a good getaway bar. But as we go into turn 1 for the first time, is there going to miss by breaking? Oh, there's a tap behind from the Mercedes as Evan goes through. Has Evan got through nice and tidy? Looks like there's a few bits of ghosting, but overall looks nice and tidy. I think Beefers may have gone into the back of Matthew May, but there's a thing at the back.
Flag.
There's Johnny B.
And Phenom. Don't know where Phenom's led. There he is. Half the front wing gone.
Yeah,
so yeah.
That.
So Dark Blade's overtaking Who Kid, got Snipers up into B3. Let me just get the position change up. So he's gone up 1. Reese had a good start, up 2 plays. Matthew May's had a terrible start, dropped 2. Beaver's dropped 1. And at the minute, Nigel's going backwards. The problem with Nigel, I think he's got on that outside curve. He's now gone down to P11, Gary. He's going to
have to be careful because he doesn't want to lose too many. Obviously on harder, I haven't brought up the tyres.
He's on hard tyres, yeah. That might be why. That might be why.
My stream has decided to freeze slightly, and then it's now re-engaged. Thank you, stream. Fucking Twitch.
We've got Dark Blade and Hookid are fighting, coming down to the main straight. Let's see who's going to use their battery the most. So Dark Blade is fending off. Hookid's going to try and stick to that inside. Going to go for the late lunge. No. Oh, nearly hit the back of him. That Alpine nearly hit the back of the Red Bull. That was so close.
We just see everyone Constantining up. No, it's nice to see no silly dive bombs as we see the likes of CJ, the last in this train. So it's a top 15 little train here. Obviously CJ started to drop out of it, but this might be the longest DRS train we might see for a while as Phenom has to box with a front wing change and now onto a medium, so it might be a guaranteed 2-stop. He might go on those hard backs if they've only done 1 lap, but it's going to be a long way back for the American driver, Phenomenal.
Yeah, and when this DRS opens up now, Darkblade's going to be sitting duck down that back straight.
Don't forget about Snipes. Is Darkblade going to try and help his teammates to make it a 1-2 for Alpine? As we had a lovely shot through a
it's a bit early speaking about that. You'd expect that around lap 12, not on the second lap. You'd want to try and bridge that gap, even if Snipers is faster. And Darkblade, you fight each other until it comes to the team order stuff. But this we go. It's going to get passed by a couple here, I'd expect.
See who's got the top end.
Late opening there by Hookid with the DRS. Oh, get it? Is that Sauber going to go?
Oh! There was a little squeeze on from Sniper on Dark Blade. I thought they were going to touch, and they was going to have the terrible contact model and go off to the left where Hulkenberg all those years ago. Was it Hulkenberg? Or no, it was Ericsson. No, it was Ericsson, wasn't it? It was rolling.
There's a lot of drivers already going that have used all their battery already.
To be fair, I think if you just sit on medium, you can get battery quite quickly. I wonder if you guys decide on Season X being the biggest season FPRL ever. I don't know. Can't really tell you much.
Got AMS Hazard or Gary going on a move on FIFAs. You've got 2 drivers behind going side by side. And now they decided to back out.
Shadow's down in 12th behind Croskery. Shadow's having a massive ball, but that's going to be a warning.
Yeah, and Ollie's getting a lovely slipstream here, lovely bird's eye view of that. Hopefully,
80% battery.
Hopefully, it continues through this main straight. It's a lovely. That's ruined it, didn't I?
Oh, Hazard's got past. Hazard with the fastest lap of the race.
And Snipers.
Yeah, and here comes Darkblade, so it's a 1-2 for the Alpines, but behind Nat, M, and CD. CD going to 8th. Oh, he's hit the car in front and got front wing damage.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Who did he hit? That must have been FIFA. That must have been Nat.
No, Nat was on his inside. I think CD got the better brakes and.
But all this fighting up front is still keeping the pack very, very close. They breached a little bit of a gap to Shadows down in 10th place. And the minute I wouldn't say the net leader, but the person on the better strategy at the minute on the hard tyres, got Nat. It was just in front of Nigel in the McLaren sandwich.
Yeah, I don't want any part of that sandwich. McLaren bread. and a hash gooey centre. It's not really what I would say would be a great time. AMS Hazard doing how many positions has he gained? Start two.
3 seconds.
Oh, already that's I just
Yeah,
about to
early.
say, can locked his rears, didn't he? I think Radical. I think he may have locked the rears and maybe gone into FIFA by accident. Maybe clipped the grass, maybe, but we'll have to see. Can we all, Calvin, chat? Congratulations to quite a lads for going 2 races in a row without getting a time penalty. It's personal best. It's personal best.
3, I think.
3. It's unheard of. Right, right. I can't believe this. You know
Strange
what? When
man.
at your wedding, I'm gonna get you a gift saying for not getting a time penalty in 3 races. Here you go at your wedding.
Going back to the Alpines where you said about them working together, at the minute it's very hard for them to work together to try and get obviously the double podium at this stage because they're so close together. Even if one of them tries slowing down, the other one's going to be very vulnerable. So Darkblade really needs to try and pull away now from snipers and bring snipers along. He needs to just bridge that 1 second gap to Who Kid. Then they can start trying to work together towards getting that 1-2 for the Alpine drivers. Just look at that, Gary. They're first to 9th, 8th. All separated by about a second and a half, 2 seconds.
I'd just like to say this is probably one of the most hardest tracks to really be following that close behind the car in front. Like, you need the race, if you run race line, you need to be able to see the line in front of you. And having someone literally bog him right in front of you, it's impossible to see where you're going. You've got to turn up. Also, just your opinion, Mr. I'm cancelled, that is Jay, is asking about having Monaco that must be on next year's calendar. Would you be down to race Monaco? Obviously, I raced it last season in Tier 2 and finished 8th. I have got a podium, a 2nd place at Monaco. So, would you consider racing? Or do you think Monaco should never be raced in the league race due to how hectic and chaos-filled it is?
I don't know. If people actually use their heads and there were stricter rules for just the Monaco Grand Prix, just because of the sheer fact you cannot pass anyone and the anger of trying not to get past someone when you actually are really, really fast up to them. Yes, I would, if there were stricter rules put into place for that specific Grand Prix. But yeah, last time I drove it, I had fun. Everyone behaved. It is Cross Creek.
Cross Creek's had a bit of a moment.
He's got front wing damage and all.
Yeah, he might have. He's shaking. So there's obviously something. Jace put a Tier 3 in Monaco. Insert absolute cinema meme.
Is he going to come in? He's not going to retire, is he? Keep going, boy. Keep going.
Monaco, even though how shit it is in real life, like, don't get me wrong, it's the worst track racing. It is just a procession. As we watch the 2 Alpines pretty much trying to bury that Red Bull.
Like I was saying earlier, Gary, about the Alpines working together. I know Who Kid's past him, but like you can see now, Nigel has dropped off the back of Nat, and because Nat has the DRS advantage with FIFAs, they've dropped Nigel, so it's going to be. He needs to start coming forward a little bit more, try and close that gap. He could be saving his tyres. He will catch up eventually, but how much do you reckon the DRS is worth here? Half second, 6 tenths, easy. Half second, 6 tenths, maybe a little bit more.
Well, going off Tuesday's race for me at 100% here, people in front of me who were in a 2 people in DRS in front of me were gaining 4 to 5 tenths per straight.
Go to the front, Gary. This is going to be fun.
Oh no!
Okay, Reese come round sideways round Monaco.
Oh, I missed that. Damn it! Not as much as Slipstream, David says. Yes. Oh, there's a hash that's gone for almighty lunge on a Ferrari. McLaren, sorry, and got past Fevers. I want to hear your best cross screen. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to pass that over to Ads.
Oh
because
God.
I'm pretty much suffering with the cold and flu still. I decided it was a good idea to keep going out drinking with Ads and David. Even I didn't drink too much because I was feeling normal. But yeah, it's kind of made worse. Oh
Oh,
my
that was close.
god! Oh my
Who
god! You're
kid
going.
trying to
Oh,
put off Snipes there? Or
Nigel
Nigel Bigger do the 3
Pickle.
seconds. Not good. Yeah, who kid sticking his nose
He
in the
didn't.
corner where it shouldn't be? Is he going to go for the move into a sky? No, he's
Oh my
sensible
god!
enough.
I
Literally, all
haven't.
these cars are pushing each other. He's made a mistake. He's
Oh,
hit that
wicked!
curb.
He's took
Oh,
off. He's
he's a
done a
lucky
me.
boy. If he,
He's done a
oh my
me.
God. Okay, now look at this.
Oh my
Oh
god.
dear.
Well, we'll keep. Hope this helicopter cam keeps going on this because it's. Oh no.
Oh, front wing damage. Or
No,
bit.
no. Ah! Matthew
Oh,
May's
Matthew May's
gone!
gone.
Oh, he's a
Knew that was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen there. Unfortunately, he didn't get hit. He's got that rear tyre on the back, rear tyre on that asphalt on the left-hand side. It's caused his rear end to put around. I had it a couple of times in the wet. It is pretty nasty to try and correct. But he hasn't lost much time. It might be good for him to back off this back a little bit anyway.
Why'd
So
you
he's
say
not
that?
right in the mix. So he's not right in the mix of it because they're all fighting each other.
What, to get killed?
Yeah. Saying, look, again, he was 2 seconds before his spin. He's now only 9 tenths behind, so he's already caught them up.
I think Matthew may have caught the white line on the outside, and that's probably what caused the rear to decide I'm going to go in front.
But
Oh,
now,
Reese.
Reese, Starblade, and Snobs has now pulled that important second from Hookid, who has now lost the DRS advantage from the people in front. So I would expect it to be a bit bright. Oh, that's got unless Hookid can gain that extra couple of attempts now, which I think he's going to be able to. This is a good man. He's using a bit of his battery, so he's back into DRS, so you should stop pulling them other people along with him.
Oh, they want me to do my cross-screen impression, but I can't physically do it. My voice will break. I need to be able to talk. Ads can do it better in an Irish impression. If I do it, I'm going to get moaned by cross-screen about being stereotyped. So.
And after all this, Nigel was 2.8 seconds behind. He's now picked up the speed, and he's suddenly, them hard tyres are going to start working towards being better than the mediums at this point. But as you can see now, he's nearly now in a mix behind Matthew May. It's now Nat. But yeah, everyone's now within DRS with each other. So yeah, Nigel's going to. He needs just a couple more attempts, and then he'll be able to be on the back of this. He should start making his way up through the field.
David, you're so evil. If you can't do it, you shouldn't be commentating. Mate, is it a little bit different just talking in a normal way than trying to force my voice to do a different accent? Even you said when I turned up at your hotel, you went, oh, you are shit.
Yeah, I can't do an impression of Goshgray.
Okay, top of the morning, it's Koski here. We're going to watch Nigel Pickle catch up to the likes of, who is it, Matthew May and, fuck, bastard, Guinness.
Got
There we go.
Oh, we got our first bitter. So Who Kid and I can't see Snipes has jumped the gun. So they're both now pitting.
I can't help it, David. I can't help that it's gone Scottish. I don't know why. Every time I do any accent, it just goes Scottish. But thank you. Oh, because he's going to kill me when he hears that later. Because David's obviously going to dob me in and send it to Crossway. Oh, Gary did an impressive you. Oh, it was so racist it was. As I'm watching a little lag spike from Nigel wobble. Obviously, he's actually catching up.
And to be honest, Gary, I was just going back down to P10 and 11. I've been fine for the last couple of laps. After his big old spin, see Davies has made his way up. Even with the broken front wing, he's still only about eight seconds behind Nigel in 7th place with a broken wing. So at this present moment, the only thing that's going to help him would be a safety car.
Lap 11 already. It's gone fast.
Yep, lap 11. But again, look at the grid. It is now kind of breaking up. You've got recent Darkblade going further in front of Nat, and then you've got AMS Hazard, who looks like he's just about to pit. Yes, he is with
Yeah,
Matthew May. Oh,
Matthew
knew that
May.
was going to happen. Yeah, he come in a bit hot. Yeah,
Um,
I knew that was
hang on a
coming. I
minute.
saw him coming in.
Hang on a minute. Can you hear that, ads? Can you hear the groans of the Tifosi? I mean the tears, because you are a Ferrari and
And
you're used to this, and you're used to it.
Unfortunately, that's his probably race ruined unless there is a safety car.
Depends. Did he get? Oh
Yeah, he's got 10 seconds.
no, it's got worse. Ads. I don't know if you've seen what's happened to his front wing.
So he just crashed.
He put his foot down and decided that he didn't want that front end plate anymore.
Oh, he's lost it coming out at the bit wall.
Yeah, he's lost his front right end plate.
Oh,
Well,
no.
that's oh my days. Just would like to say, Matthew May doing Ferrari things. That is the someone insert the what was the engineer? What was the
Oh, Nigel's off.
Oh, where's
Nigel's
Nigel?
just absolutely just cut Ascari. Oh, across the gravel. It's
Just
quite
would like
funny.
to say, head steward doing head steward things.
Oh no, that was quite good for him to be honest. He went straight across. There was no spinning of the rear tyres, so he's he did lose time to the person in front. So if anyone's watching, he didn't gain time at all, but it was good control over that gravel and grass.
Davis said he's done it for more straight line speed. That's in it. Just would like to say, the two RBs.
Got recent snipes for the net lead, Gary.
Let's go back. Well, Dartblade's actually in the lead.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh, there he is. Well, Dartblade will take the lead, but oh my god, that Red Bull. Where's that Red Bull going to play in all this? Yeah, Dartblade loses position.
Oh, how'd he get that?
Turned in too tight for turn one.
Yeah.
Jay's put, I ran 0-1 wings on Monday. Yeah, Dave. Ads, if you run 0-1 wings in the conditions that we had, you wouldn't have finished.
No, I qualified. I was running 0-1. I was running one in the rear, none in the front.
Do you want to know what I was running?
12-1.
On Tuesday I ran 15 and 10. Then I realised what was causing all my overheating issues. I then bumped up the front to 18 and 15 to basically counteract the overheating. I still experienced it, but not as bad as I did on Tuesday. That's why I could not, for the life of me, get past TJ. I would use all my battery, get alongside him, and he'd just go, bye! Back past. 23 minutes of that race.
Reese now is going to get an opportunity to pass Snipes here. A lot of different lines go through that corner. It's quite nice to actually see the different lines that people can take. Right, let's have a look.
ED has got past CJ. They're having their own little squabble. Obviously, the likes of these front hard runners are going to have eventually have a box. Oh, Reese just going sideways into turns. One way of taking the corner.
He's known for doing that. Do you remember last season when he, or was it at the beginning of this year? I can't remember, in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, he did.
He absolutely donned someone because his car went sideways. He probably did NASCAR moments. It was good control.
To be fair, I've heard from the esports drivers it's actually faster to go in sideways. Sometimes
it might be faster, but I guarantee it won't do too well for the car attempts.
No, all the tyre wear. But I don't know if you saw the stats on Tier 2's race, lads. Would you like to know how long me and TJ were fighting for Wednesday's race?
How many laps? 27 laps? 20?
It was 20 laps and it was 20... No, it's not 20 laps. It was 23 minutes of the race. Me and TJ were going at it. 23 minutes. Which probably was like maybe 10 to 15 laps. I could not get past him. For the life of me. I was so fed up of seeing the rear of that rear wing of the Williams. But here comes Snipes, who's going to use a DRS to get past. These guys, I don't think they're actually fighting for the win. I think they're just, oh my god, look at the likes of that Red Bull.
It's a good move. Good move.
Yeah.
Just slot himself into there.
I think these guys are just trying to use each other to slowly...
Well,
to the likes
recent
of Carmen
Dartblade don't need to do anything drastically stupid because you've got Who Kid and Snipes, both on 3-second penalties. So at the minute, them two are probably good enough just to drag themselves along and try not avoid getting a penalty. Hazard, who's also sneakily behind 3.5 seconds, so he can easily get on the podium here, or net podium. But we'll have to watch out and see. Let's have a look at the actual. Oh, hang on. To the leader. So Nigel, Shadows, and Nat. They're all 14-lap-old tyres. And Nat is around 17 seconds, about 14 seconds in front of Who Kid.
There's something I don't think Phenom wants to know. But Phenom has just been lapped by his teammate.
Yeah.
And just back there.
Let's see where Nigel comes out.
So I can tell you right now, I know what the CD strategy in Shadows is. They are waiting for a safety car. They are staying out as long as they can to wait for the safety car. Because if the safety car does come out, everyone's boxing.
So after all that, Nigel's dropped down to P13, and we have the spinner. It's Johnny B. How do you end up over there?
Johnny B.
Yeah, not a very good day for the Aston Martin crew, to be honest.
He got the driver of the day a couple of weeks ago, and
fucking ain't today though, is he?
Oh my, you evil bastard!
What?
You can't be saying not getting it today. Yeah, you're going to give it to somebody finished in 15th, you fraud. Oh, we've gained up 2 positions. Had a really good day today, 15th.
Well, Johnny B now gets penalty. He's going to retire, yeah.
He can retire. It's more than halfway through the race. And obviously, with the new rules, can't retire more than 50%. Well, unless there's 50% race distance.
Got FIFA's and Matthew May still fighting down there. Colin, he's fighting with TX1 Karma.
Ollie's
now penalty.
Yeah, but the problem is, look at the Snipes. They're 2.3 seconds behind as Nat has gone on medium, so he's going to fly later as we go back.
Yeah, so these top two, they're going to end up going to the back of the grid.
Oh! Dark Blade.
As it stands.
I think the Kick Sauber may have maybe slightly put off Bartblade into the brakes. He's actually hit the grass and I've fallen out of that DRS, so it's going to be a long way back for Darkblade. This might have given Reese the opportunity for the win, unless there is a safety car, and the likes of Shadows and CD may actually take a surprising win here, if a safety car does come out. Because they will be at the front for the first choice, but at the moment, Bert Myland has decided that he doesn't want to come out. You don't get paid for sitting in the pits. Another bloody pen, which is very easy to do at Sky.
A lot of people are struggling with Sky today.
I think it's because the curbs, you can't attack them as much as you usually would, and if you try and go over them.
See, Davis
here we go.
Oh
my God! They're
passed him in the pits. Good on him. He's allowed to do it.
He didn't get a penalty for it. That's impressive.
Yeah, but allowed to do it. They were both within the white lines.
Oh dear, Who Kid? There was a 4-wide moment into turn 1, slightly. And Paul Karma has just watched 3 people overtake him.
Yeah, so where does that leave? See, Dave's down in P14. Yeah, so he's going to be P14.
He didn't change his
don't
front
think
wing.
he's going to go. No, it's probably not affecting him too much. Someone else didn't change the front wing either earlier. I can't remember who it was, but it's obviously not affecting them. It's obviously not affecting them that much.
Like David said, it gives them more straight line speed.
Yeah, and 9 laps left.
We should see Shadows in this lap. Or is he going to play the guinea pig?
I don't know. I think he'll just keep going now. He'll only still end up P14 in front of P13. Sorry. So, and he'll be about 14 seconds behind the lead. It's not enough time to catch up to even get into the points at the minute.
It depends how much time he's losing, because he might actually fall behind his teammate.
He is coming in. Yeah.
what's your breaking point? And he does. Yeah. But as we go on to lap 19 of 27, we're going to see Snipes go for another move into turn 1, gets past the red ball and slots right across the braking line. That was... Oh, voice has gone slightly. Again, into turn 1 goes...
Matthew Mason going for a move on that. Oh, that was nearly an accident.
No, it's the thing is, with turn 1s and 2, you can go up the inside of turn 1, but into turn 2, obviously we saw with Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, there is so little space. Like, you have to fully trust the car that the guy you're with, to give you the space. If they don't give you the space, you're gonna get pushed off. If
Dark Blade is now coming to DRS Gary of these 3 in front, so that is also again going to go into his hands.
Still got a 12.
I wasn't too bad in the end.
Well, if he gets a move on, he could maybe get into Nigel's 3-second range. If he gets a move on, obviously Nigel's on 3 laps of mediums.
Yeah, these medium tyres in the second sim, they just don't look like they're working up against the hard tyres. I've been watching Nat and Nigel the last couple of laps, and it's pretty stalemate. They're not actually gaining time on any of the hard runners. Obviously, Nigel's got to put up with the people in front of her, got a DRS. You know, is that tyre advantage cancelled out because they have the extra DRS, which is probably correct. It's going to be very hard for these medium tyre runners to even catch these people up, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think overall, most people will agree, the hards in this game are so OP at races. Yes, they are absolutely horrendous for the first 4 or 5 laps you're on, but once they click in, they are probably the best tyres to lean on. Like, I think, some races, I think if you go on mediums, I think tracks like Suzuka, I've raced at, like the mediums will overheat pushing, but as soon as you push on the hards, they can get up to about 110 and they still won't be overheating. Like, there's so much push and give you can go to the hards. That's why there's such a great race tyre. As Nigel picks up at 3 seconds, I think Shadows might get into that 3 seconds, but he can actually see his teammates now. He is gaining. There's Ollie 5 seconds behind, which doesn't seem like it's a 5-second gap.
Snipes is going for the move on Who Kid.
Yeah, these two are just going to be swapping positions back and forth, all race long. But at the moment, the only people we need to be really keeping an eye on is Darkblade and Reese, because these two are going to be fighting for the win at the moment with the current penalty situations. It's good to see that no one has really completely missed their braking into turn 1 and absolutely destroyed somebody, or completely missed their braking and decides I'm not going to make the corner,
Not yet.
I'm going to try and cut it. Like Crosby all those years ago, I don't know if you remember the Tier 3 clip, where he misses it completely and tries to avoid and ends up just wiping out the Brad Macing at that point, and who was actually leading the race. That's hards on this game is like sex was 6. Oh my god, I can't say that.
Yeah, so at the minute, these 2 top guys are really fighting for P3 on the podium.
I think it's pride at this point.
Yeah, they can still get P3. They've got that gap to AMS Hazard. So the boys are at the moment fighting for their last podium position with 6 laps left. It's still going to be very, very tight.
Howard Takama, he's still coming around on 20-lap old hards. He is definitely waiting for a safety car, but he is always... Every time I see that smoke, I feel like someone has started sliding now. Because that's what you would imagine. But here comes Matthew May with his increased top-end speed due to his half a wing.
Oh, bit of contact there by Snipes and Who Kid. They're both...
Go. Reese? Oh no.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Always got to lead, as Fernando Alonso once said. Always got to lead the space.
He's just going to be sandwiched here. He's got to be careful. He's going to try around the outside. No, back off. Good driving, to be honest, by both of them. That was good driving.
Side by side.
Yeah, no, that was good driving. Take the hats off to him for that one.
Didn't really fix the smoke. Shot Collett stuff. David, I don't think it's come out yet.
Monday, I think.
I think there's supposed to be another patch, David. I think coming out soon. I don't know, Ask Nigel. I don't know if it has come out yet, but I know, I know what you're. I know you're probably right, and it won't get fixed. But I can tell you, on career mode, the smoke's not there. It's only in bar play races. They'll play something else, yeah.
There goes Reese.
There goes the marker board. Reese.
Shit! We've got the Red Bull behind using all these batteries.
Oh no! Oh, it's going 4 wide. We're going 4 wide.
Dear.
Oh my!
How did no one spin or crash?
That is somewhat incredible.
Does Nigel put ghosting on by any chance?
Ghosting is on. I have seen.
Yeah, why?
I have no idea.
Not a street track.
I noticed it as we were loading into.
Oh, Hugo's got another penalty, so that's him out of contention now.
I did notice. Clap. David says. And Jay is saying this is quality. Yeah, this is what we love to see from the tier 1s, as my you scratch me here. But Dartblade 2/10 off. There's Hazard, who round of applause, like obviously crashing out at the end of quali in the second chicane, has actually pretty much, I think, it's got right now. I think if we go to leader, I think we're Hookid with the 6 seconds. Actually, might get 4th in all of this, which should be really good. Oh,
turn 1 again.
Here we go.
Hookid's going to go for it again.
Oh, here we go.
Although he's decided to back off.
Ad, can you do the TJ noise he did on the Cruiser double overtake all those seasons ago? Because I can't do it.
I can't do it. I don't know. I can't even remember him doing it.
If you've never seen some of the older montages, TJ's Cruiser double overtake noise is probably one of the greatest noise ever to be seen in this league on commentary. That was more like a Tigger laugh, Gary. Yeah, well, it pretty much did sound like that. But Nat has got past Hazard with the DRS. Dartblade's actually so nearly out. Oh, hang on, I'm on the leader. There we go. Nat M's 4.9.
Too wide through Ascari. Is Reese going to back off? Yes, he did.
Who?
Reese.
Oh, hang on a minute. We go back to the front of Scar. I thought Scar was the final corner for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, Reese doesn't really need to fight. This is just putting himself in danger. He's got 95% battery. 24, 46.
You've also got Dartblade behind that's now on the back of these, and he's got full whack battery and all, so he's going to get in the mix of these two here. And he's going to get triple stick treatment. Look, what Dartblade?
Oh no! Oh, here we go.
He's going from 4th to 1st.
Poor Hookid had the biggest toe of them all.
Oh, Christ! Dartblade nearly lost it then. Oh, it's Dartblade versus Reese for the win.
Yeah, I was about to say that Hookid couldn't go anywhere. He was stuck behind the Alpine and got squished in. But with all this fine, this is just allowing the likes of Hazard to slowly eke his way in. Some Jay's put people compare TJ and Gary Neville, just enjoy them. I'll pass that comment over to him. Jay, that Jay compared you with Gary Neville. As I think TJ being a Chelsea fan, I don't think he wants to be compared to a Man United legend. It's like comparing ads to a Tottenham legend, like Ledley King. I don't think it goes down well. Sorry for the cough. It was coming. I've lasted 25 laps about it coming out, but it is. But here comes Snipes. Going to have another look at Reese. Oh, he's so close. Oh, he's going to be careful not to rear end him. But I think Dartblade has decided to pull the trigger because he's 6 tenths clear, and I don't think Reese has got the straight line speed to really get close. Look at the likes of
Reese decided to use a little bit of battery then in defence.
Dartblade, Reese again, he's getting wobbly into turn 1, but Reese has got really good under brakes. But I can tell you, Dartblade is using hot lap which allows him to get up to that 8th gear to that fastest speed.
He's used it a lap too early though.
Yeah, he's going to go on none now, which is really smart through here. Heavy braking allows him to regain the battery.
Muffed it there though, he hit the curb too hard.
Your terms are amazing sometimes. Muffed it. I don't know if that's allowed, but we'll go with it.
Yeah, Dartblade's probably sensible option now is to let Reese and Snipes go past. And then
in other news, Karma has to box this lap. If he does not box, he is getting to score. Hang on a minute. Karma boxed lap 1. Surely, because he's done... No, hang on a minute. No, he's got to. He's got to box this lap. I was about to say, did he box lap 1? Hang on, let me just check the pit stops. Where's the stops?
Alright, 4 versus
he didn't
4,
stop,
Gary
no.
again. 4 versus 4.
Oh, back to the front. Back to the front. Oh, come on, keep going. Oh
What?
dear. He does have to. Oh, the Alpine's going to go side by side. I don't think Dartblade's going to be too impressed. It's going to allow Reese the chance to pull away, who's got all the battery in the world.
No, he ain't. Dartblade's got more.
No, Dartblade. No, Reese has got... Oh, yeah, Reese used all his battery, but now... Dartblade, listen to me. Use Hot Lap. You will gain on him. It's the fastest... mode on the final lap, but I don't think he's going to be close enough to have a look at Reese. I think Reese may have stolen it.
Oh, he went off then. That would have been a warning.
He's going to have to take it easy into the final Sky, but here we go. Here comes Dartblade. Is he going to gain or not? But he is. He is very much gaining. He's going to have to
Reese has shoved it in a hot lap and all.
Yeah, but Dartblade actually put himself into...
Oh, he's gone wide.
Oh, he's messed it up.
Done dusted.
Yeah, Reese...
Done dusted.
Oh, hang on a minute. But Dartblade has all the battery compared to Reese. Reese is just using Hot Lap, but here comes Dartblade. Oh my god, here comes that Alpine. But Reese goes slightly deep. Oh, he's going to lose all the speed, but I think Reese is going to hold it. And he does.
Slight mistake cost him.
And Reese takes the win with Dartblade. Snipes is going to come 3rd. Hook is 4th, but is Hazard going to get onto the podium? No, he takes P4. That's a great race for him. There is Who Kid will finish 6th, Nat M will finish 7th, FIFA's 8th, FIFA's 7th, Matthew May 8th, Nigel Piggle is there. Ollie Shadows will finish 11th. There is CJ having a squirrel. CD obviously with the damage, and the half tap will finish 12th, gets in front of CJ. Karma did box on the final lap. Is he going to go for the fastest lap? Nope. Because it was his final thing. No, he finished 14th. Crossbury, along my back in 15th. Thanks, that's over, says Nigel Piggle. I think Nigel Piggle said
Come on, boy, take the fastest lap, lad. Take the fastest lap.
Go on. Any old iron.
Yes, got it.
He did.
And he got it.
He got it. Shadows has put F this tier. I don't think Shadows is too impressed with something. I'm sure we're fine. But Reese gets driver day by the game, which for once the game's actually picked the right person. Obviously Nigel Piggle saying, that was the most boring race ever. Was it boring because you got involved in incident, or was it just boring because you just nowhere near anyone? But as we end here for tier 1, we see Reese back on top. Start 6th on the grid, and then we have Dartblade coming home 2nd. Unfortunately, did not time the DRS at the end. MB Snipes will finish 3rd on his debut. That's good from him. AMS Hazard finishing 4th on his debut as well. Good for the 2. Actually, great for the 3 new people. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Unfortunately, Who Kid get 6 seconds time, and in that 6th, 7th is FIFA's Matthew May, falling from 3rd to 8th. 9th is Nigel Piggle, loses 2 positions. Ollie from 17th on the grid to finish 10th. Shadows, CD, CJ, Karma, Crossbury, Phenom, and Johnny B are all on non-points. Obviously, Crossbury gets the fastest lap on the final lap of the race. There's some chats in the chat as I know Reese doesn't do interviews, and unfortunately Snipes and who's the other person? Reese, Darkblade. Unfortunately, we can't do interviews with them. So I wonder if I've got any stickers. We'll do a David Wildface sticker stream where we talk over the rundown of the race. Where is my stickers? Compendium, do I have any? Haven't done it for... Oh, we do. We have 42. Look at that. Skips the end. Let's just ignore the fact that I'm level 50 already. Just ignore the fact. But I don't know, Ads, if you're still there. As I do my sticker stream. Obviously, after a great little hectic race for some people. Oh, oops. As we see Fred faster. Reese taking the win. Obviously, played his cards right at the end of the race. Using the time to overtake on the second to last lap, and then decided to drain all his battery. And I think if Darkblade may have not messed up that final scarring, there may have been a chance for Darkblade to maybe have a look into the run of Parabolica. But nothing can be said on Darkblade as well. Great drive from himself, as there we see Checo Ford. Don't know how he's still at Red Bull. Should have been easily lost his seat by now. But I'm trying to pass the time here until Ads decides to get back. But there you go. Oh, he's back. And then obviously Snipes, great debut from himself. Unfortunately, getting the time penalty, comes home in third, makes it a double podium for Alpine. But Ads, you know what time it is. You're gonna have to pick your driver of the day, and please pick sensibly, not someone in 15th again, because you will be sacked by David.
No, I'm gonna go for Reese.
Reese. The game has given Reese the driver of the day. Reese did come from 6th to 1st, so that is a very well word, deserved driver of the day this time. Ads has actually picked correctly this time. I'm trying to get him to bite, but he's not biting, which is disappointing. But as we end up on probably one of the best drivers to ever grace the Formula 1 track, unfortunately wasn't with us. No, not you. Talk about the person on the stream of Art and Senna, the man that will never know how far he got into Formula 1.
He was shit.
He could have won. He could have won many titles.
Get off, mate. He was a dirty bastard.
He's getting sacked in the morning. Apparently they're saying he's getting sacked in the morning because Cosgrave robbed. But anyway, as I go onto the showroom, that is it for this week. Join us next week as we make our way to where are we at next week, Ads?
Japan.
Is it Japan?
Oh no, Zandvoort, sorry.
Yeah, we're at the Dutch haven of Zandvoort, obviously with the bank turns, obviously with the new DRS placement. Some people love it, some people hate it. Should always be hectic, but from myself, Silverside Boy, and Collateral Lad.
Hello, mate.
We hope see you next week. Also, I just would like to put out, David has said, David has put a question to you. Bet Ads thinks Schumi was the cleanest driver ever. Why is my car there? I didn't win.
Who?
No, this is David's phone shot. Schumacher. Schumacher's not the cleanest ever. Completely got.
They're all bad as each other.
Remember
he did his dirty stuff. Prost, Senna, they did dirty with each other for 2 bloody seasons running.
I'm going to end the stream before he goes on for hours about this, because David, you got him started. But from everyone at FPRL, thank you for watching. Remember to watch these streams on the YouTube when it goes up. Yes, Nigel, yours was posted last week. Stop complaining. But yes, so we'll see you next week on Monday. Monday for the tier threes, and people are actually talking. But we'll see you. Bye.